Hi there. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, I wasn't very happy with my last video, so it definitely took me a time to find a good game to review. Also work and depression, you know, normal stuff. But yeah, after some thinking, I decided to play 13. And man, am I glad I did. I always liked this game, but replaying it after some time I had a lot more fun than I remember having before. But first, I have to talk about how to get the game running. Actually, I don't have to, it's easy, just install fan-made patch I'm gonna put into description and you're all good. Alright, now the game works, so let's talk about it. 13 is a first-person shooter with great comic book aesthetic. And I'm just gonna stop right there and to say, it's great. This art style really holds up and all of these comic book effects are joy to watch. I especially like the panel pop-ups for stealth kills and headshots. Oh, and let's not forget about those cutscenes. They look great, sound great, and are so satisfying to watch.
Ski lift ever gonna work? Yeah, once you find the damn fuse!
Those idiots still haven't found a way to fix this station.
It just feels like you're inside a comic book, so they did an amazing job in this regard. Sounds are really good too, especially the gun sounds. They're as loud as punchy as I want my video game guns to be. Hell, the M16 sounds like a goddamn thunder. Speaking of sound, it's worth mentioning that the soundtrack is absolutely amazing. Enough about the presentation, what's the story here? You wake up on the beach with no memory. You only have a key to personal safe in Winslow Bank and number 13 tattooed on your chest. At the start of the game you will be intended to by a really nice lifeguard lady. But since this is an action game... it doesn't go very well. After the following shootout, you set out to find your true identity and to stop a dangerous conspiracy you may or may not have been part of. So yeah, it's pretty much Bourne Identity combined with 24 in a comic book style. And I really enjoyed the story for what it is, but I'm not gonna spoil it. The story is also helped with great voice acting, with one exception.
That was real fun, General, but isn't it time you told me who I am?
Main character is voiced by David Duchovny and he honestly sounds as bored as William Hurt did in Lost in Space.
I've fallen into my own trap.
I love you, wife.
Now, let's talk about the gameplay. 13 is primarily a first-person shooter, and it's really good at that even if the combat is nothing all that special. Enemies are just guys with guns, either enemy soldiers who may wear body armor, or hired guns with not much protection. Their AI isn't amazing, but they maneuver around a lot, so it's enjoyable to fight them. And you have plenty of guns to fight them with. Not all of them are good though, the double-barreled shotgun feels like it's here just for the novelty. But that's an exception, and the rest of your arsenal is fairly useful and fun to use. From pistols to M16 with M203, they're all fun. They feel punchy and kill enemies well. Word of warning though, you cannot control the bullet spread on assault rifles. So don't fire with single shots like I did at the start of the game and just spray. Also, use weapon switching keys instead of numbers because, yeah, the numbers are a mess. Also, you cannot switch weapons while reloading, and I will always hate this in video games. There's also inventory for your medkits and gear, but you're never gonna use it. Now these are just minor issues, but they will definitely start adding up the longer you play. Thankfully they never ruined my enjoyment of the game, and despite these hiccups, it's still a fun shooter with good story and few minor issues. And good level design, which rewards your curiosity with upgrades. So I guess we're done here. Ah fuck, I forgot about the stealth.
Alert!
Stealth kinda sucks. You have to quietly take out enemies without raising the alarm, and if you're moving slowly you can track their footsteps. Now this sounds simple and fun, unfortunately it's really messy. Enemies can instantly spot you unless they decide that they're gonna barely react to you. Look, it's not all horrible. In fact, there's 2 missions where it's really well done. But the problem with stealth is usually the level design, which is restrictive and doesn't let you to take advantage of your weapons. I'm looking right at you, submarine! The stealth also showcases another big issue of this game. The checkpoints are horrible. I'm looking at you again, submarine! Not to mention the game's save system is just weird. Like you have to manually save so you can continue, but it only saves your checkpoint. Who the fuck made this? Okay. You know what, I don't want to end this video on the negative note since I really like this game. So let's talk more about the good stuff. As I already mentioned, I really like the level design of this game. It's linear, but you can still explore in it. There's also good variety in the environments and they all have different pacing. Sometimes you're exploring snowy mountains and ambushing small groups of enemies. Sometimes you're ziplining through the canyon full of mercenaries. The different pacing of the levels also changes the way you're approaching combat, and I really like it, it makes it so much more fun. So at this point, I hope you understand why I like this game so much. It's not a masterpiece, but the good stuff really makes you look through the bad stuff. It's a highly enjoyable game with good gameplay and good story. Definitely give it a shot. It's unique, it's fun, and it's super cheap on Steam and GOG. Alright, that's all I had to say. Thank you for watching and let me know if you like my new style of writing. Take care.